Welcome to Cory's Conscious Living. Hi guys, do you want to be in the cat club? Do you know what the cat club is? Heidi, Cherry and Vaya have an exclusive club for members to come and join. It's $7 a month. Every 7th of the month you get 3 exclusive Heidi, Cherry and Vaya stories that only you get to listen to. No one else that's not in the club gets to get these stories, so they're very special. If you want to know more about it, get a guardian or your mum and dad to help you to look at the link below the video to check out the cat club. Namaste, my little friend. Enjoy your story. Are you ready to meditate with Cory? Make sure that you're all comfortable and relaxed in your bed. Everything is just right in your room. And it's time to just be as still and as quiet as you possibly can as you listen to the story. Heidi, Cherry, and Vaya were in their bedroom. After they'd redecorated all of their bedroom, they were just doing final touches to make everything very nice and homey and relaxed in their room. One of the things that Cherry wanted in their bedroom was a plant. She heard that plants help to make a living space feel very comfortable. Heidi said, "The spider plant that you chose is really nice, Cherry." Cherry said, "I know. OMG, she's so nice. I named her Spidey. You know, like Spider-Man, Spidey. But, I was thinking at first, do I really want a plant that's like a spider? Because spiders can be so scary, and then I saw the plant and I was like, why did this call? Well, I don't quite get it. I don't get why this call. No, I don't quite get why this plant is called a spider plant. And then I was thinking, but yeah. Right, yeah. Because, it took me a few times to walk around the plant in the gardening centre, and I was walking around it in circles, and I was like, okay, spider plant, why are you called a spider plant? Because I'm looking at you and I'm like, you don't really look like a spider. But then I was like, oh yeah, you do, don't you? Because you're all kind of all the spiky bits on you look a bit like legs, don't they? They could be like legs, but I thought that spiders had lots of legs, but I didn't realise they had that many legs. No, I'm just saying. Because this spider plant, Spidey, she has so many legs. She's got 10 million billion trillion legs. And she's so big and bushy. And I went over to her and I said, hello there. What's your name? And she didn't say anything. And I was like, don't be shy. And she still didn't say anything. And I was like, OMG, you can talk to me, you can tell me anything. And then all of a sudden I heard her like a whisper in the wind. And she said, my name's Spidey. And I was like, hello, Spidey. Welcome to the family. I'm taking you home. Anyway, so me and Vaya managed to get her in the shopping cart, and then we went to pay for her, and then we managed to get her home without dropping her or anything. She was so big and so heavy, but she's got lots of character, hasn't she? Vaya said, I really like Spidey. I think she makes our room definitely feel more homely, and I felt very different since we got her. Cherry said, you know what? OMG. OMG. Oh my goodness gracious me. I don't feel the same either. I was just thinking it's always nice when you redecorate or just spruce up your room, change things around, have a change around, because a change is always what did they say about a change? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, they say something about a change being good for you. So I was was thinking, well, we redecorated the room, didn't we? Heidi said. Well, yeah, we did, didn't we? And I thought maybe the different paint, the different colours, the fact that I've got my big full-length wall bookshelf, and you've got like all the stuff that you wanted, and Vaya's got her princess bed. I mean, I was thinking it was just all that stuff that was making us feel really good. I never thought about it being Spidey the plant that was making us feel good. Cherry said, oh, there's something magical. There's something magical happening here. It's like witchery-pooey stuff. You know, like when you do your witchy stuff and you brew a little bit of this, like, for example, when I'm feeling like I'm channeling my witch self, what I do is I'll go downstairs and I'll go in Mum's herb cabinet and I'll get some bay leaves for cleansing and grounding. And then I'll get some cinnamon because I want some cinnamon. I want some spice in my life, right? So I get cinnamon, and then I'll get coffee because, coffee speeds things up and it makes like, when you want, when, like, for example, I'm laid there and I'm like, I need a boyfriend. I'd really like a nice male boyfriend, cat type thing, whoever, to come into my life and be like a dream couple. And then I think, I need coffee. Because coffee makes everything come faster, when you're making your witchy spells. So if I want a man, I best make sure I use some coffee, because coffee makes things very energetic and speeds it up. Anyway, what I was thinking was, I've got completely lost on my point. What was I talking about now? What was I talking about? Vaya said, methinks you were talking about how Spidey the plant is very magical, and that led you off on your witch thing. Oh, yeah, said Cherry. Yeah, anyway, so what I was going to say is, I think Spidey has magical powers. You know how I know, right? I came in the bedroom the other day, and I was sat really close to her, and I was having a cry. I was having a cry because I was really frustrated. I was frustrated because I wanted to do something. Right, I forgot what it was now. What was it? Oh, that's right. I wanted to paint the side of the house white and Mum won't let me. She said, no way, Ozzy. And I was like, excuse me, I think it'd look really nice if that side of our house were white. Heidi said, why did you want to paint part of the house white? So we can draw on it, or we can do like chalk work on it. Don't you think that'd be really nice? We could do like a chalkboard, but white. I thought that'd be so cool, because sometimes when you do black chalkboards, you don't see all the colours, do you? So I had this thought, right? I thought we'll do like white chalkboard paint, and we'll paint half of the house downstairs outside, and then me, you, and Vaya can just go out there and we can paint and we can chalk and we can draw, and it can be like an extension of our, like our art room or something. Mum weren't having it. She said, no way. And I was like, oh gosh. And I was so frustrated with myself because I couldn't get my own way. And I was like, Mum just don't get me. She just totally don't get me. She does not understand me at all. And I stomped upstairs and I sat in my room, and you know what I'm like. Whenever I get frustrated or I'm really angry with something, I want to cry. And you know what Cory said? Cory said it's actually good to cry when you're angry, because you're just releasing the energy through your tears and it makes you feel better. And I'm sure crying's actually better than punching someone. Not that I would punch someone, because that's not very nice. But when you're so angry. And I was so frustrated. Anyway, so I'm crying, right? I'm crying. I'm like this. And then I heard her talking to me. Like that whisper in the wind. That's how she always talks. She always talks as if the wind is blowing in through the bedroom window. And you're like, is that the wind, or was that something else? And you're like, no, that was definitely Spidey. And she said, it's okay. Just relax and I'll absorb the bad energy. And I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. And then I was crying still, and then I heard her again, like the wind was blowing through the trees. And I heard her and she went, it's okay. Just let me take the bad energy away from you. Heidi said, That's so weird. I was laid in bed the other night and I thought I was dreaming, and I was having this really bad dream, and it was really scary. It was scary because this person was chasing me in my dream, and I was running really fast, and I wasn't getting anywhere in my dream. Like, I was running, but I wasn't moving, and they were going to get me, and they were getting closer and closer and closer, and I opened my eyes and I screamed really loud, and I heard like the wind blowing, and in the wind it said, It's okay. I'll absorb your fear. Just relax. And I was like, what was that? Anyway, I was so tired, I just fell back to sleep. I bet it was Spidey. Vaya said, That's so funny because I was in here the other day and I was really bored. And I didn't know what to do with myself. And I didn't know where to put myself. And I'd done everything I normally do when I'm bored, and I was still bored. And then it sounded just like what you were saying. It sounded like the wind was blowing. And then I heard, Here's some of my happy energy. Absorb my happy energy. And I felt instantly better, said Vaya. OMG, said Cherry. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that Spidey was a nice plant when I saw her there at the gardening centre. I could feel it, but I didn't know she was like that nice. I didn't know she was like some magical, like weird witchy poo plant that absorbed your energy or gave you energy. That's so cool. Who'd have thought plants? Do you think all plants do that, Heidi? Heidi said, I have read that, plants absorb energy, and it's really good to have them like in your office or in spaces that have a lot of people, because you can just absorb the good vibes off the plant, because plants come from the earth and obviously they're very grounding and they make you feel good. Like when you walk on the beach or you walk on the grass barefoot, having plants around you give you that same kind of energy feeling. So yeah, Spidey is magical, but I think maybe all plants are magical. Yeah, but, said Cherry, do all plants talk to you? 'Cause Spidey talks to you in the wind. She just always does it though, doesn't she, when it's windy? Vaya said, maybe it's not really windy. Me thinks that maybe she just sounds like the wind when she talks. OMG, said Cherry. This is just getting more and more amazing. Do you think we need to get her a friend? Do you think we need to get her another plant? Because, she's all alone, isn't she? Heidi said, I think spider plants actually do that thing where they grow another plant on them. And then what you do is you cut that plant off that looks like a baby plant and you put it in some water and then it grows roots. And then you can put the roots into soil, like a little pot with soil in it. And then that plant starts to grow a whole new plant. So Spidey will eventually start to kick off other little babies. OMG. OMG. Oh my golly gosh. You're telling me. Oh, I need to sit down. You're telling me that Spidey's gonna have babies. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, Spidey, I love you. Cherry reached one of her paws forward and started to stroke the long strands of Spidey. Spidey looked like she wriggled and moved into the stroking, like she was enjoying being felt and touched and stroked. Cherry said, Did you see that? Vaya said, I did. She looked like she liked that. Heidi said, Apparently, plants like it if you stroke them and touch them and talk to them. They respond. OMG. I am just having the bestest discoveries in this conversation. All right, let me get this straight. Right, Spidey, our spider plant, right, is magical. She's a witch, right? And what she does is she absorbs our bad energy and she gives out good energy. I mean, she's amazing. And then it doesn't just stop there. Then she grows, right? And she has babies. So cute, so cute. She has babies, and then we can pot those babies and make those babies grow big like her, and then they will have babies, and then they will have babies, and then they will have babies. And before you know it, we'll have like generation after generation after generation of Spidey. Oh my gosh. And then take it up a notch. Let's take it up a notch. You're telling me that she actually likes to be talked to and touched. It's like having another person. She's real. She's a living, breathing, real thing that's living in our bedroom. That is so OMG, like the bestest thing I have ever discovered in my entire life. This is better than skydiving. I'm going to tell everyone. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send out a group email and tell everyone that we have a witch plant living with us in our bedroom, and she has babies, and she absorbs energy, and she gives you energy. Do you think everybody will think we're nuts? Heidi said, No, I don't think so. Not if they read about plants. They'll understand that what we're saying is true. Vaya said, Do it, Cherry. Do it. Let everyone know how magical plants are. I'm doing it, said Cherry. I'm doing it right now. Cherry went off to the computer and started to create a group email to send to all of her friends and all of her family to let them know how amazing houseplants were. Later that night, they got ready for bed, snuggled down onto their big, soft, comfortable cat beds, said goodnight to each other, said goodnight to Spidey, their new, most bestest favourite plant in the entire world, and then fell fast asleep. The end.